Hey, Crusader here today. Very excited to load up one of my favorite games of all time, Shadow of the Colossus. This game has appeared in multiple platforms for the PlayStation. It originally appeared on the PS2, which is the version I'll be playing for you today. Um, I like the screen brightness way up. Helps me see it a little bit better. I'm not sure about the camera controls. We'll see what happens as we go along. Then they remastered. They gave an HD release of this on the PS3, along with its prequel, Eco or Ico, depending on how you pronounce it. I think it's pronounced Eco. And then they did a remaster of it on the PS4. So it's been around a lot. It's considered a work of art and an absolute masterpiece. Nothing like it before or since, as far as I could tell. There might be some similar themed games in some concept, but it's truly a boss battle only. That's all you ever do in this game is fight boss fights, which is cool. We'll get into all that as we go along. We'll skip through the intro here. So you're on a horse and you have a girl draped across the back of your saddle, and you lay her on here, and this voice tells you to get on your way. So my controls are not right. They're all inverted right now. So let's get to our options real quick. It says they're normal, but they're not. They're actually all messed up. All right, let's see if that fixes it all. Yes. We'll see if that works. I'm not sure. All right. So this is your horse. You're this guy. So what you're trying to do is the girl is dead. We don't know why. We don't know what was around it. I think the thing that makes the most sense is she was probably involved in some kind of ritualistic killing by these priests that it looks like this guy was a part of. And then he feels bad about it, and he brought her here to bring her back to life. And it said if you conquer these colossi, you can bring someone back to life. And so that's why he takes this journey here. So if you notice when I held up my sword there was a beam of light. So you're looking to see where you're supposed to go, what Colossus you're supposed to fight. Where the light beams gather is where you want to go. So if you were facing the other direction, it would be gathered in a very far distant way. But the light's gathered here, and when you're in the shadow, it doesn't gather as clearly. So we're going to make our way up here and see what we need to do. It's not an open world game because you can only go the bosses in order that you're called to. But it's open world in terms that you can roam anywhere you want in the map anytime you want. I guess if you just go where Colossi is, you just can't fight him yet. Alright, so you don't get to take your horse into every battle, though you do get to take your horse into some battles. R1. Oh. There we go. Took me a minute to remember how to do that. Okay, there we are. We made it to the top of this little cliff. So we're making our way up to the boss, is the idea here. Oh, dead zone. Okay, so we're going to use that. Run, jump. Oh, he's got pretty good hops. More than I could say so for myself. Alrighty. Jump. We got to roll. How do I do that? Oh, yeah. There we are. So there's some little techniques you can use here. And all these little techniques you're learning to climb and stuff with are going to be very important for the boss battles, because the one thing that makes this game unique is you actually... The bosses, the colossi, which are massive, Colossus, I mean, that is the idea there. The thing is, their bodies are kind of puzzles to some extent. There we go. Oh, hang on. There we go. Made it. And so this is kind of training you for climbing up them a little bit. Ooh, cutscene. That's how you know you make it to the boss, whenever there's a little cutscene. So obviously the newer versions look a lot nicer. I'll just tell you now, my PC can't run them. So that's why we're playing it the PS2 version, because my PC can handle that. So I can use a bow and arrow, which you can use the bow and arrow to get his attention. See, he doesn't even hear you. But if I wanted to get his attention, I could. Oh, it's alright. So if I hold up the sword, it'll show me his weak spots. He's got something on his ankle there, another weak spot up there, so it kind of gives you a clue. But I need him to look at me, I think. Oh, that'll get his attention, me whistling. Oh, it's all inverted controls on this. So I gotta get used to this. Oh dear. I think I made a mistake. Oh, I need to get on the back of his ankle. That's what I need to do. There's that hair. So see, it's just climbing up. And see, there's a blue spot right there. He's trying to kick you off. So you have a pink gauge there on the bottom right. That's your grip meter. So you can let go and recharge, but you can also fall off. So we're going to have to stab him again. Oh, he's trying to shake me off again. So let's see what we can do here. Up we go and stab. Down. Let him kneel before I let go. Good. All right, now we're working our way up. But our grip meter's not very big at this point in the game. He's trying to shake me off, and he's probably going to succeed this time. We'll see if I get up here in time or not. Okay. Getting close to falling, but I think I'll make it. Okay, so I can stand here now. He'll try to shake me off, and what'll happen is I can hold my hold the hold button, climb button, R1, and he'll hang on. All right, so now we're getting up there. We're getting up there. So you see, there's all these platforms you can stand on to give you a chance to. Oh dear. Get your grip strength back up. So you just get tired, is what it is. All right, there we go. So you can use the jump button to do a large jump at one point. Make some progress. There we go. All right, now we know where we need to stab him. So what you do is you press. I'm using more of an Xbox controller than a PlayStation one, so I can't tell you the exact button. Might be a circle. When you, while you're holding on with R1, you press it once to pull your sword back, and you press it again to stab it. But if he starts shaking you before you can stab it, you don't get the stab in. I'm losing my grip strength, so I need to stand back here, recover for a moment. There we go. He doesn't seem particularly bothered by me stabbing him. That's a little concerning. All right. So we knocked out our first Colossi. Down he goes. Oh, got him. All right, there's his power source coming out of him. I wonder what that's going to do. Am I going to get his power? Oh! Well, I'm getting something from that. Nicely done. Okay. So there's a start. That's pretty creepy sounds, I have to admit. This game's a little creepy and eerie at times. Somebody pointed out, and I'm not smart enough to figure this out on my own, that these Colossi are mostly not concerned about you. You're the one going to kill them. So, like, in a sense, you're the bad guy. They're just doing their thing, and then you go mess with them. Well, you're trying to save someone's life, and you're sacrificing them in the process. So maybe that's a little oversimplification of it. But I did find that very intriguing, and I was kind of disappointed in myself for not really noticing that until after it was pointed out. But that's okay. We'll see as the game goes on if you agree with that assessment or not. So she's still laying there, and now all of a sudden, you've passed out after knocking out this Colossi, and you wake up back here. Kind of an unusual situation, to say the least. And so you're seeing what's next, and this voice that speaks to you, that told you what to do, is going to probably speak to you again, if I remember correctly. So we'll find out here. Oh, that's right. So that statue represents that Colossi, and it is now broken. So he's a goner. Now, I had read somewhere that we don't, like I said, we don't really know why she's dead or why you're trying to resurrect her. There was an initial promotion that said something to the effect like, how far would you go for love? How far would you be willing to go for love? So it was thought to have been a love story, but I don't know that they stuck with that theme. I think it changed, but I'm not for sure. I should have said early in the video, I'm sorry about my voice. I've lost it recently for no apparent reason other than it decided it needed a vacation. Alright, so we're getting out here, and if you don't see your horse, you can always call your horse with X. I think the name is Argo, but it sounds, or it's Argo or Agro, but it sounds differently than how he actually said it. The way it reads in the manual is different than how it actually sounds. Anyway, neither here nor there. Let's hold up our sword and see where we're... Oh! If you find an altar similar to that one... Okay, so there's a way to get healed. I really don't get injured much in this game, like, besides in the boss fights, because there's not much to hurt you. Oops, wrong button. Just kidding. Let's hold up the old sword. Oh, I don't have it drawn. So you can see that's where we were at, and that's not where we want to go. Whoops, the controls are inverted. Oh, when I'm holding the sword, they're inverted. Alright, so we need to go that direction. Before we do, let me quickly check my options on that one more time. Okay, let's go normal on that. Let's go normal on that. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Alright, moving along. Here we go. Cooking with gas is a good thing, if you were wondering. Alright. So now I got my controls the way I like them. Inverted was so popular when I was in college. Everybody's like, oh yeah, inverted controls are the best. No, they're not. Stop it. You're only fooling yourself. I think this is the right way to go. Looks like we need to go that direction. So, like, it's nearly impossible to get your horse to fall off the cliff. He'll pull up and just not go. But you can jump off and certainly die, or fall in the water and I guess you survive. I haven't done that for a long time. So we look where we need to go, though, and we can see there's that cave-looking entrance there, and that's where the light is gathering. So that's where we're going to go. I've played the first few bosses so many times that I'm pretty familiar with the layout. Later in the game, I will probably get lost on our way to bosses, and we'll get to explore the world a little bit more. So in future videos, if you really are interested in the land and everything, that's going to be an option to see that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's make our way on down here. I remember when I first played the game, I was so frustrated with the horse controls are a little wonky. I'd just run, but it took so long. I'm like, I gotta learn to ride this horse. And guess what? You learn to ride the horse. I think they tightened up the controls in the PS4 version and probably the PS3 one a little bit. I'm not sure. I had no issues with it. So, well, that music ended very abruptly. That's interesting. So it's a very, like, you get down here, it's kind of scary if you ask me. I'm looking around, it's quiet, it's kind of eerie. A little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Anticipation in like a negative way, like, oh boy, what's going to happen? So we're getting close to the entrance. I think it's around this corner here. So we can hold up our sword just to see. Oh, we're in the shadow, so now we can't see. Interesting. Did I overrun it? I don't think I did I? So busy talking, I think I got lost. Did I go too far? If I did, I am so sorry. I think I did. Oh, sure did. It's right there. Here, I didn't even see it. What was I thinking? So, yep, there's the Colossi. Alright, how do we open such a big door? That's the real question. There's a bar. Uh-oh. He obviously has never come out of there because he just broke this big stone door that was in place. So that's kind of the interesting thing. There's some of these bosses that they've been dormant since they've existed, it looks like. And then there's others that roam around freely. Oh boy. Run, horsey. Run, horsey. Giddy up, horsey. Alright. I think I'm going to get off the horse here, though. I need him to... If I remember right, he's got spots on the bottom of his foot that I need to shoot. Alright, so he's going to fall over here. There we go. Took me a while to figure that one out the first few times I played it. Once you solve the puzzle on how to get on him, you're pretty well set. There are some of them you can do a couple of different ways to move around and get on them. But for the most part, once you solve it, you're pretty well on it. Some of the best music in the game right here. Oh, so good. Actually, this game has my favorite soundtrack of any game. And I just fell off. And you can see I took a hit on my health. I was trying to hold the grip button, but apparently it didn't work. And I love how the music changes when you're no longer on the Colossi. So I'm trying to get his attention here. Shoot him in a furry spot. Missed. There he goes. That gets his attention. My horse isn't very happy with him. I wonder if I could just get... I didn't think I could get him without him standing tall, but I thought I'd try. He's a big, slow guy. These first few Colossi have less aggression towards you. Though the third one is more aggressive, actually, now that I think about it. Got him, okay. I didn't think I was going to hit him on that one. All right, let's try again. I'm really shocked I fell off the guy the first time, so I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I can fix this. Such good music. Ah. No. Hold on. Get up there. Go. There we go. Made it. Shoo. Now, if I remember right, he's got a couple of weak points instead of just one. Oh, so let's hold on here. He's going to try to shake you off. Just hold your grip, and he'll stop. Okay. So I'm going to hold up my sword here. No, I'm not. I wanted to hold up my sword to show his multiple weak points. Having a hard time with it right now. So let's just go to the head. Maybe he's only got one weak point. Oh. When you're slipping around, you can't do much. Gotta just hold on. He's not very happy with me, and I can't blame him. I don't know if he knows what I'm gonna do, but he knows I'm a threat. Oh gosh. I should have stabbed a little sooner that time, but I didn't. Hold steady. Hold steady. Hold steady. Here we go. Got it. He didn't like that. Don't blame him. It didn't do a lot of damage to him, though, either. Okay. I'm trying to get my grip strength back. So there we go. And stab. Oh, nope. I think the reason it didn't do as much damage as some of the previous one is there's two weak spots on him. One on his tail, I think. It's okay. Just hold on. All right, so that's lit up really big, and see the light went away, meaning it's fully disengaged. You can hear the ticking. That's my grip meter. All right, so it's while I run up and down his back, I won't hold on until he starts shaking. All right, good. Good. All right, moving around. There we go. So this one teaches you right away, like, oh, sometimes you got to stab him in more than one place. Try to get another one in real quick before he shakes me. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Woohoo. All right. So now we ingest his power, I guess. And down we go. Taking out a giant's exhausting work, what can I say? Yeah, I don't know if that's your mind just absolutely collapsing on itself or what. Alright, so we'll save it. And I think we will stop our first video right there. That's a good spot. You know, learned a little bit about the game, got to see some of the controls. Let's watch the statue break and get ready for the next one. We'll do a state save, and we'll call it a game. Another statue down. I guess that symbolizes the breaking of their power, unleashing their power to raise the dead is the idea. And their bodies kind of standing around you when that happens. That's kind of creepy and cool all at once, you know? It's like, oh, that's neat. Oh, that's kind of freaky when you think about it. A giant canopy soars to the heavens. So it kind of gives you a hint at the beginning of each one. The anger of the sleeping giant shatters the earth. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, you might be thinking, soars to the heavens, is this a flying one? Well, I'll tell you right now, no, it's not a flying one, but it is rather interesting. So, one of the iconic fights in the game as far as I'm concerned. So, we're going to get into it, but that will be next time. Let's go up and check on our girl. Yep, she's still there. And you kind of zoom in and you see the emotion on his face. Like, he's really connected to this girl. Don't know, like I said, if it's really his girlfriend, his wife, something he feels bad about. There's a lot of theories online. I think they're worth looking into. And if you're into that kind of stuff, I find them very interesting. But, like I said, that's going to call our video for right now. So join me next time as we continue the journey through this epic land known as the Forbidden Land. Until next time, it's been Crusader. Out.